So I went and seen my movie. I ended up actually going to see The Amateur with Rami Malek, and it was really good. Like, very, very, very good. I love the fact that they, have this code breaker that works for the CIA that basically goes rogue to go after the murderers of his wife, and it's like the ending. I'm trying not to spoil it or whatever, but the ending is like so surprising, out of the blue. Like, the clues are there. Like, once you see what happens at the ending, you go, oh, that's what he was doing, right? Like, and it shows that a smart person can take out people without having to use a gun and take them out. And it was really good. I didn't realize that the wife in the movie is played by I'm so bad with names played by the same woman that plays the marvelous Miss Maisel, Mrs. Maisel, and is also going to be Lois in the new Superman movie. I usually don't recognize her unless she's got that accent, right, that she had when she was playing Maisel. So she's in the movie, and Lawrence Fishburne's in the movie, and like a few other, like, those actors you never remember their names, but like, oh yeah, you know them. And later on in the movie, there's this character that shows up in person, like they're kind of there from the beginning, is the actress that plays Claire in Outlander. And I was like, oh geez, because again, like, she has an accent at one point, so it took me a few minutes to realize that it was her. So yeah, it's like really well done, and it's cool how they basically have him like taking out all these bad guys using his smarts and stuff. The only thing is that at the beginning of the movie, like, he works for the CIA, right? And they set up this character, it's played by John Bernthal, the guy that plays the Punisher. And like, they talk about how he's the most dangerous man in the building, and he's like a badass, and yada yada yada. And he like they show that he kind of has a little bit of a relationship with the main character, Charlie. And like, apparently Charlie had fixed his computer, saved his life, blah blah blah. So then he asks him to, like, Charlie to come fix his computer again, and he's like, oh yeah. So they kind of set up like this little bit of a relationship between the two of them, and then he just disappears for the rest of the movie. They only show him in 2 scenes. So you're waiting and waiting and waiting, because you're like, they did this on purpose. You know this character's going to come back. And then you get to the end of the movie, and the payoff is horrid. Like, it's not the payoff that you expect now. Granted, when you watch the end of the movie, you understand why they did it. Because basically they had to show you that this character, Charlie, was able to do everything on his own, right? Like, he was able to use his smarts to outsmart everybody, and so on and so forth. But I'm like, how can you have that actor in this movie and not show him off as the badass as he is? Like, he couldn't have taken out a few people or something? Like, it was just like such a huge misdirect, but at the same time, I feel cheated. I feel cheated that they didn't utilize him better in the movie. I get why they did what they did, because they wanted to have that whole misdirect so that you're not going to realize the ending is what it's going to be. But good God. And then the other thing too is there's like a character that dies in the movie. I won't tell you which one, because there's a couple that die in the movie, but there's a character that you're pretty sure dies in the movie, right? And then they show up at the end to just, like, basically pat the character on the back and say, good job. And it's like, what was that? Why was that needed? Like, the ending just felt weird. Like, they kind of, like, tack on really quick in, like, to let you know that he still has his job and life is okay or whatever. And he's just going to, like, live his life and learn to move on without his wife or whatever. But I don't know, I feel like the ending, there was a couple of bits and pieces that they should have just filled in a little bit better. Like, there should have been maybe one more scene with him and the CIA or something, I don't know. But, like, they could have gotten rid of the ending with that character that comes back from the dead or whatever. Like, and switched it out for him talking to the CIA director or something. Like, I don't know. I have notes. I mean, I'm not an expert in film, but it's just how I looked at it. But otherwise, it was a really good movie. Highly recommend. I went and seen it for free. I used my points, so I didn't pay for it. It was great.